Matheson in the ruck, and he gets it down too from the first contest with Hybens. Oh, man, put on a good hip and shoulder to Walsh there. The ball goes out to centre wing. Carahar through the middle of the pack does nicely for Winch. They need a couple of early goals here in the third term. Oh, that was a push in the back. Brooks, no, the umpire said no, it was a mark. Jeez. 45 out from goal. Left foot kick goes towards goal and kicks it. So no, hit the post. Well, they're all celebrating at 50 metres out. Brooks can't believe it, and Baxter kicks it in. So it's one behind. So 3-4-22, they go to Winch. 7-5-47 Inverleigh. The Hawks have to come back and kick it in from full back again. So
Why?
Baxter, I don't know.
Why? Because the umpire was talking to the goal umpire still, Graham.
Was he?
About the decision, yeah.
Okay.
Whether it was a goal or not.
Okay.
So Baxter has got it at a full back for the Hawks.
Do you think it was a goal?
Oh, I don't know. Looked pretty close.
They did, but the goal umpire indicated straight away.
Kicks it in towards Hybens. Wallen's up there as well. Hybens, second
That's
grab.
mark.
Umpire says yes. So just outside 50. Gives it away to Hutchie, who runs past and goes to the left foot kick now towards the middle. Grundle. Oh, just stood there and took the mark. Everybody ran past him. So now he goes. Open goals, open half forward line. Best takes the mark.
There's still someone down there.
Setting down there, I think it is. He drives it out in front of him. Place against him. Good kick by Best.
I tell you what, he was down there since halfway through half time, and they didn't pick him up.
A bit of Shirley Leaks jelly slice. I couldn't find it.
Well, I didn't see it. Simon Seddon has kicked
past players haven't got it.
one this afternoon. Yeah, they hogged all your food, Dale. I wouldn't be too happy with them.
No.
Chicken sandwiches was very nice though.
Seddon comes in. 30 out.
He likes it.
Good start by the Hawks. He kicks his second. 8th for Inverleigh. 8-5-53. They lead Winchelsea 3-4-22. 2 minutes played. Third term to Granny Cycle and Sport scoreboard.
That's the start the Blues didn't want. They needed the first couple of goals, but you're talking about your jellies. Did you see those beef rolls?
Oh, they hadn't come out when I left.
Well, they've come out, and we may get one if we're lucky.
One or a tray?
Half-time in the other games. Anarchy 12-9-81. Lead Corio 2-7-19. Werribee 1-12-18. Must be raining up there. Belmont 4-10-34.
They're kidding, aren't
North Geelong 7-2-44. Lead Bellpost Hill 3-3-21.
Oh!
Geelong West 4-6-30. Lead Thompson 3-6-24. And Bannockburn 9-6-60. Lead East 3-5-23.
There you go. So ball repeat here by the umpires. Thrown it up the second time. Hybens knocks it forward. Berg can't collect it. Goes to load. Got it out to Muir. Muir to Cations. Had to go back and give the ball back towards Hybens. Picked up there by Hutchison, forced his way through the contest, got the handball out. As far as Sawney, left it behind. Nankerville can't pick it up. Walsh working over the top of the ball. Nankerville takes him off the ball, picks it out to Cations, off the ground to Manganelli. He went by hand back towards the boundary line. And Carahar,
already over. Good decision up.
Little toe poke there, but over the line, says the umpire. No problem at all.
Throw in.
It's a throw in. The ball's already over, mate. Good decision. Just over.
So the big fella's going to restart the play.
Because they all know you, Grubby, don't they? Hey, you're a star.
Bigger
You're a
than-
star.
Yeah, so don't argue.
Thrown back in by the umpire.
I'm just going to walk.
A decent old throw there. Picked up man, quick hands. Didn't get to Manganelli. Went back after it. Now Walsh has it. Got the handball out again, but again the ball's not coming out of the contest. And again, I reckon it must be slippery. So it's Matheson just boots the ball. That's the way to get it out of the contest. Goes to the half forward line. McClure comes up, and he has been offered a free kick.
I think he'll take it.
The umpire says, I'll get it, and goes short.
He's accepted it.
Got the invitation. Written apology.
Do you think he wouldn't?
He's emailed it back and said, yes, I'll take it.
Springs goes long. Yes, we do speak a bit of dribble in here, but it's out the back and it's picked up cleanly by de Blasio. Looks to switch direction, go across the ground. The mark has been taken out there by Filet. Still inside defensive 50. Has Meehan short if he wants to go that way, but he goes longer now towards centre wing. Grundle's going to be the target, and the ball will go over the boundary line on the full, says the umpire, and free kick to Winchelsea.
Imagine if you turned around and said, no, I don't think I'll take the free kick.
Yeah,
Sorry,
good,
get your ball
let's
up.
have the ball up.
Give it to somebody else.
Brown back in the field of play. Call the play on by the umpire. Goes into the half-forward line. Mark will be taken there by Filet. Umpire says it was touched, so play on. Ball comes out, picked up, ends up in the hands there of Drew. Can't take it cleanly. Walsh puts a bit of pressure on. Taps the ball towards Sawney. Again, it bobbles around in the contest. Hutchison decides just to tail it off the ground. Goes back to the middle of the ground. Number 13, Cale. Can't pick the ball up, but he does so nicely. Got support in there. Berg, he can't pick it up, but Inverleigh seem to have knocked the ball now to the centre of the ground. Drew comes through. That was clean. Got the handball away. What cleaned up was doing so. Picked up by Best. Runs inside 50. Delivers a long goal.
Oh, that's the play of the
A
day.
long goal. And Michael Best, he's got his first of the afternoon. And Inverleigh's ninth. They move to 9-5. They lead Winchelsea on 3-4. They have gone about, 6 minutes? I tell you, I've had my clock here.
Oh, I tell you what. Going to get a phone call during the week from Eka.
5 minutes gone. This third quarter to Granny Cycle Sports. Third quarter scoreboard.
Well, I'll tell you what, his name's Best, and I'll tell you what, he's not far from being the best player in this competition. He's a wonderful player, and as soon as he got the ball in his hands, the first thought was, here's a goal, and exactly that's what he did.
It's a nice luxury to have both him and Seddon in the goal square, isn't it? You're going okay when that happens.
Yeah, they've got a lot of class. They've got a lot of class. How they keep it under the salary cap's beyond me, but they've got a lot of class. Rick will come over. Mick will come over.
Mick will come over.
I'm going to get punched up here in a minute. Unbelievable. I actually run into, they're bringing the beef rolls coming out, and I went up to the canteen. I said to Daniel Gresk, I said, what time are you bringing them over to the box? He said, oh, if we've got any left, I'll bring some over.
Got any left?
I'll tell you
I
what,
don't have any
they
left.
want 150 of them over there, I can tell you.
So back to the middle. Matheson against Hybens. Hybens gets it down beautifully to
look at that.
Grundle. Roves through the middle. Handball. Half chopped off, but in the end got to Logue. Left foot kick long. Oh, Best at the back. Oh,
Good
punch
defence.
away. In the end by Warland. Coming back towards I don't know who that
Violet.
is. Is that Violet, is it?
Yeah.
Playing in the forward line. Nice. He gets wrapped up by 3. Ball spills free. Brown was in there for Winchelsea. Pack develops. About 25 out from the Hawks goal. So we'll have
He's
the ball up.
been in the forward line for a lot of this game, Violet.
Yeah, they've used him there
Yeah.
as a forward most of the year, I think.
I thought he was one of the best defenders in the comp.
Ooh, watch out, Hutchie. Oh, I thought he was
Hutchie.
coming off.
Oh,
he was
jeez.
just-
So ball up and a kick around the corner from Best. Oh, touched by Budavalas just on the line. So through for one behind. So they go to 9-6-60 Inverleigh. And they lead Winchelsea 3-4-22. Gubbins to kick it in and chips the ball to Carahart. Plays on now. Goes to the outer side centre wing. It's a good kick too. No mark taken by Brooks. Can't take him one-handed that many times. Meehan comes in, gets the handball backwards. Muir shuffles the handball free. Through the middle, Cations shows a turn of speed. Left foot kick to half forward. Brown Violet kept his feet, took the mark. 50 out from goal. Seddon running back by himself, kicking the footy. No, he likes his chances from here, Jack.
He can kick a distance. Don't worry
Oh,
about that.
be quiet, Dale. You say that all the time. Tab Sawney.
I said he can kick the distance. I
All
didn't
right.
say he'll get the accuracy,
Here we
but
go
he can
then.
kick the distance.
45 out, right foot kick.
Oh, he's gone the 9-9 instead of a wedge.
I'll tell you what,
Never went near the distance. Well done, Smithy. Informed today.
punched over the line. 9-7-61. The Hawks. Winch 3-4-22. Yeah, that is on the Durandi Cycle Sport third quarter scoreboard. And 8.5 played.
I forgot the sun wasn't shining. It just moves quicker through the air when the sun's shining.
Prior to that, he'd kicked 8 goals from 6 games. So, yeah, he has been playing a lot more in the forward line this season.
So Gubbins now kicking in from the fullback position. He comes out wide. Again, numbers are with the opposition, but Toby Manganelli just
he's got a
slides
few.
in and just takes a nice little grab. Clean hands, goes by hand. Hutchison outside 50. He loads up and goes long back towards the goal square again. Out the back, Gubbins does the right thing and pushes it through for another rush behind to Inverleigh. So 9-8 now to Inverleigh. 3-4 Winchelsea. Gubbins again looking to bring the ball in quickly, but options were taken away. So he's going to go straight down the middle of the ground, I think.
And the lights are on.
Yes, and he loads up and he goes long into the middle of the ground. Jones out the back, Grundle at the front, picks the ball up, put it down, picked up by Meehan, looks to get the kick away, does so. Grundle kept his eye on the ball. That was a good tap to Hutchison, and he goes back long towards goal, but he is offline. Through for a minor score, 3-1 Hutchison, 9-9 to Inverleigh. And Winchelsea 3-4 as we tick over 9.5 minutes, third quarter to Inverleigh Cycle and Sports third quarter scoreboard.
Matty Wallen's going to have a turn at kicking in this time for Winch. Got Brown coming this side. He chips the ball to King. who takes the mark uncontested in the back pocket. He's got a couple
Oh, he's kicked that out in the
I
full.
was going to say, well, he had 3 lining up inside, Wallen, Walsh and Place, and then he kicked it out of bounds on the full. So Hutchinson's going to take the free kick from about 50 out.
And don't put it
I was
past
going
him.
to say, not without a show, Hutchie. If there's any goal and any person who can kick a goal from here, it's him.
Well, I tell you what, there's not many in the whole comp that will kick a goal for me. Not many at all. Maybe including Hutchie, but he'll give it a crack.
Kick through this afternoon, comes in now. Goes with a left foot kick, brings it back nicely, and has it got
I
enough?
reckon he's got it.
He's got it.
Oh, goal of the day!
Oh, we've got to go to the video. Got to go to the video here.
Oh, come on.
Just make a decision.
He's got to
Go
give
to
a
the
goal.
video. We've got to go to the video, please. His signal.
Oh,
no.
I reckon the field umpires changed it.
Oh,
Got to go to the video.
He was going to give a goal.
Why didn't he go like this?
Well, because we haven't got the video.
Who
got a
cares?
big
Would have had a
screen.
drama at the time.
So 9-10-64 Inverleigh, Winch 3-4-22. They kick it back in the Blues. Berg's got it at half back. He switches
Score review.
plate towards Brown. At half back, gets around. Gerard goes with the right foot kick high towards Ford at centre half forward. Under him, de Blasio. Matheson taps it on. The advantage of McClure. He had it and then he lost it in the tackle from Soldick. Baxter was there. I reckon he's the best man on the ground.
Oh,
today.
just about.
Drew
Just about.
goes with a right foot kick back towards Gerard and Mick Groz. He gets a handball to Hutchie, although he
This
might be
bloke's
too.
pretty close too.
Centre wing, chips the ball walk towards Rusty.
And Sosie.
Gerard, who goes back on the left, 55 out, goes across half forward. Good kick to
Look at
man.
that.
Good spot up.
Fantastic
Oh.
kick. Man
Oh,
plays on,
careful.
under pressure, gets the left foot kick towards Best in the goal square. Oh, yes! He's kicked
I
the
reckon he
goal!
has.
I don't think the umpire can take that one off him. And Michael Best has kicked his second of the afternoon. And
Getting ugly.
the Hawks are going nicely. 10-10-70. They lead in Winchelsea 3-4-22. DeGrande, Cyclone Sport, third quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes played.
Well, he's the other one that would probably be amongst the votes too, possibly. But I want to know what the rules are here. Like, on a touch on the line, it's the goal umpire's decision. I don't think the field umpire should get any within the ball's roar. Just the same as the umpire was looking to reverse the decision for the out and the full there. Keep out of it. Let the goal umpires do their job. Let the field umpires do their job. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But that's their job. If it's touched in play, fair enough.
So Jones taps the ball backwards and picked up there. And Matheson gets the handball outside. And it's Ricky Sawney trying to run onto it, but Billy Cations kicks the ball off the ground, goes towards Gubbins, picks the ball up. He's got support at the back. Berg, right foot, delivers the ball, and only as far as Grundle, and he takes the mark. So Grundle now, he's just been able to steady himself down. Venables come from behind. Dolt goes into the middle of the ground, goes towards Soldick, got one hand up, picked up there by Follett, running the wrong way, gets the handball over the top, goes to Gerard, kicked the ball outside, went looking for Hutchison. King's also there at ground level. Hutchison had it, got the handball away. Ball will run over the boundary line, and we're going to have a throw in to take place pretty close towards centre wing. So the ball to be thrown back in now by the umpire. As we said, Jones doing the ruck work. And he's got a bit of size on Matheson there. Front position, comes out the back. Gubbins knocks it out, goes towards Sawney, goes out the back to Berg, into the half-forward line. Mark taken out there by Baxter. Read the flight of the ball nicely there. So Baxter now looking to go back into the middle of the ground. Kick was dangerous, had a bit too much on it. Kale comes across, he couldn't pick the ball up cleanly. Picked up
Got
by
a free though.
but there's a free kick being given. And at number 13 again, Kale, he's going to win the possession of the ball. He goes long into the half-forward line. It's tapped away by Grozdanovsky, chases it down, kicks off the ground, back towards centre wing, and it's Harding who arrives first, can't pick it up cleanly. A bit lucky there because it took his legs away, but it's come out the back wall and had it. He was
He's had it
tackled.
for too long.
And he did, and the pre-kick will go to Grozdanovsky. So Mick Groz, far side of the ground, centre wing, goes quickly, long and flat into the half-forward line. Seddon leads in the race for the ball. Oh, he tried to keep it in the play with a kick. He does so. Picked up there by Cale, and he now works from the half-back line. Kicks over centre wing. In front, Meehan. Behind. Marcus not taken out there by Brooks. Both players hang onto each other, but the ball's loose. Out the back. Handball. Grosdanowski puts it back inside. Ends up with McClure, who puts the ball back to the half-forward line. Spriggs in front. Good ball from behind by Cations. Looks suited back there on the half-back line. He's been okay back there.
He has.
Plenty of it. Run off nicely. Goes to Grundle. Back towards centre wing. Mark not taken there by Govens, but recovers. Got the handball out to Warland. Little bit of time. Goes to Walsh. Takes him on, gets around on the right boot. Little short kick was also good, and he finds Brooks. So Brooks now quickly to the forward line. Tav Sawney comes across, can't take the mark. Cations is there to mop up once again. Handball's outside, finds Grundle. He picks the ball back up and goes over the top by hand. Pick to Meehan, short kick, and will find Logue. Yes, it will. And he will just hold things up. So they play a little bit of slow football now because it's been hectic. He goes back and will find Meehan. He will go along the line. Space, Muir can play on, but is held up now. Walsh arrives. So he's just steadying things down. Goes back into the middle now. Kick was good. Grundle comes up, had the ball, didn't take the mark, and it was allowed to go by the umpire. Ends up in the hands of Baxter. He goes long and goes flat into the forward line. Seddon over the back, can't take possession of the ball. It's walked away. Budavalis has it. Clean pick up, got the handball away. Put Warland under a bit of pressure, but high, says the umpire. So he wins a free kick. So Matty Warland will be the recipient.
He did duck ahead a bit.
Goes sideways, and the mark is taken out there. Harding. He plays on, gets around the oncoming traffic, goes by hand to Gubbins. Gubbins goes back to him, put him under pressure. He put the ball down there, so the umpires allowed things to run. Out the back, the ball once again, and it goes over the boundary line. So we'll have a throw-in on half-forward line for the Inverleigh side. So at 16 and a half minutes, Inverleigh are 10-10-70. They lead Winchelsea on 3-4.
Do you stay with this little chip football against the best side in the comp in the wet? No.
Not in the wet, no.
Boundary throw in. 50 around from goal. Hybens gets it down the front. King's handball back towards Berg was chopped off. Inverleigh keep the pressure on their forward line. Now they get a clearing kick. Winchelsea towards centre wing.
On the full.
And it was on the full. So it will be a free kick to Drew for the Hawks. Called to play on now. Goes long towards half forward. Punched away. Walsh at the front. Can't take it. Berg, little toe pokes. And kick off the ground. Came from Mick Groz. He tried to tap it on. Oi! I think that might have been a bit too high for Nathan Mays. And he'll take the free kick.
Milky.
I don't think he milked that too much. And Nathan Mays has kicked 2 this afternoon. Will shoot for goal from 40 out directly in front.
Where's Milky come from?
Milking free kicks.
Oh.
He'd be the absolute number one in our league.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. He does it well.
Comes in.
Kicks
he does
it
that
right
well
too.
too, because he's kicked his 3rd of the afternoon.
He does it very well.
And the 11th for Inverleigh. They go to 11-10-76. They lead a Winch 3-4-22. De Grande Cycling Sport 3rd quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes played.
What time did they kick their 3rd goal in the 1st quarter? Alex, did you put that down?
So that was after the siren, Matt Sprigg.
That's right.
Before that, Tav Sawney 20-minute mark. So
nothing since then.
I thought you were talking about Milky Marnie, who probably should have won a commentator of the year years ago. I don't know who won it that year, but he yucked up a bit.
Grubby.
And I reckon I've overestimated the generosity of one Daniel Gretzky. So I'm not happy. Not happy at all.
He might be out trying to catch another cow, mate. Now back on the middle of the ground we go. Hybens picks the ball. Doesn't pick the ball up. It's going to be cleared away. Carahart. Oops. I mean, he's dropped the ball there and it's picked up again. Cleaned up by Nankivell. He's been clean also. Out to Grosdanowski. Short kick. Manganelli. Budavalis over the top. Picked up by Muir. Has plenty of options. Needs to get out of the contest. He did. Got the handball over the top, but only as far as Gubbins. He comes through. They can't trap him in. He runs through the contest. Kicks long towards forward out in front. Hands were up. Couldn't take the mark. He's a little bit proppy out there because the Blasios ran past him. He works hard though. Goes back and collects it. Let the ball go. Umpire says it was a handball. Don't know whether how the handball was. Picked up by Soldick. His little short kick goes to Logue. Been good today. Picks the ball up and goes into the half forward line. line. Grozanowski, they're off and running. Can use Mays, but decides to go alone. Long, back towards Seddon. Best position. Ball comes out the back. Has support. Grundle's there. Goes down, picks the ball up. Got handball back through to Seddon.
They all ran
Was
away.
Good work. And it's been kept in the field of play only just. They can't keep it in now as Budavalis does nicely and sees the ball over the boundary line. Actually, it wasn't Budavalis, it was actually Kale. And it's going to be a throw-in in the forward pocket beside the hind post.
They look pretty similar. One with a big beard and that.
Same man bun.
Bailey Cale, 50th senior game today, boys, and only 18
He's
years
only
of
12
age.
by the looks of it.
Yeah, so well done, Nugget.
So the ball thrown back in by the umpire. Front of the contest, Warland, boot the ball, brings it back outside the 50. Soldic leads in the race for the ball. Goes back and collects it cleanly. Looks up, kicks back into the half-forward line. Logue leads in the race for the ball. But he's picked it up and got away from Sawney. Runs to 50. Puts the ball back inside. Dalton Grundle can't take the mark. Gets through. Kale out the back. Has some options here. Places short. Can get in and go if he wants to. But he's just holding things up now. Options are there. Was short, but they've been covered off pretty quickly. As McClure's limping from that little foray. So he's going to come off for a bit of a spell. Ball goes back to Brown in the goal square. He goes long, outside 50. Numbers out there, and the marker's again being taken by Soldic. Gerard at centre half forward. That's the direction he was going to go, I thought, but it's coming up. Picked up by Brown once again, who goes back outside 50. In the old terms, that would be deliberate, but thank God we don't play it here. Umpire says it's going to be... Oh, he has called it.
What else just about to say?
I was
What
gonna
are you
say,
talking
they do.
about? Of course they play it here.
But that was... I haven't seen many since I've been grub. I haven't been doing too many of them.
Well, I
The
knew he
ball
was
goes
going to
back
play
inside
that.
and Seddon over the top, picked up there, front of the contest. Gubbins goes back outside, and that's a good kick. I think that Brooks out there. And he has taken the mark. Defensive side of centre wing. Plays on now and swings and goes to the half-forward line. In front forward. Front of the contest this time is Sawney. Little boot to ball. Goes back inside 50. Baxter leads in the race for the ball. Going across his path is Hutchison. He uses him. Short kick outside 50. We'll find Drew. Takes the mark. He can switch play if he wants to. Has Meehan out here. Manganelli short, but he goes to the boundary. De Blasio is out there by himself. He takes the mark. So we'll come back inside. Go back towards Drew. So a little bit of possession football again. He goes over the top, lead up player. Robbie Logue comes up, takes the mark. So he goes sideways this time. Mark is taken out there, Mays. Called the play on by the umpire. A little shimmer and gets around the oncoming traffic. Goes to Hutchison, nice kick. Around the boundary they go. Kick didn't have the depth on it. And it's been turned over and Gubbins takes the mark. So Alex Gubbins now, defensive side of their centre, will kick the ball backwards. Goes back. Mark taken out there, Matheson. Across the face of goal. Place. Centre half forward. He goes back outside to Berg. So Berg with the ball, got options sideways again, comes sideways to Warland. That's what they did so well in the first quarter. Just held things up, and when they could go, they could go. To Sawney over the top, short, just the required distance. Now they're off. He goes quickly in through the middle, went towards his brother, couldn't take the mark. Handball comes out, and it's going to be Spriggs who puts the ball out towards Ford. Trapped it nicely. Picks the ball up, little kick round the body, wasn't good because de Blasio got his hand on it. He's waiting for someone to come at him, gets the whole ball back to Hutchison and the ball goes over the boundary line. So 23 minutes gone. Third quarter, 11-10 to Inverleigh, 3-4 to Winchelsea.
The difference is, since that in that first quarter, when the Inverleigh boys got the ball, they were tackled. You've just seen Inverleigh blokes run around. Mays did it. They run around easy now. That tackling pressure has dropped away.
Boundary throw in. Inside Winches. Forward 50. Hybens gets it down from the ruck contest. Gerard gets the kick, but only as far as Warland in the middle. Takes the mark. Pretty congested between here and the goal line, though. He goes out wide. Budavalis is out there, and they get the kick away quickly. Carahar goes in the end towards the forward line, towards the 10-metre square. Ball in dispute. Pack develops. The umpire letting it go. And
He's going to pay one.
He
I
was
think.
circling, but he can't do so because they see it through the Inverleigh defence for a rush behind. So they go to 3-5-23, the Blues. And Baxter plays on quickly and goes to the outer side. The ball didn't quite stick for Toby Manganelli. Off his hands and out of bounds for a throw in about 60 around from the Winch goal. So they are 3-5-23. Inverleigh 11-10-76. We played 24 minutes in the third term. Boundary throw in. Matheson up against think Logan the ruck at the moment, with Jones and Hybans changing off the ground at the moment. Now de Blasio gets the ball, handballs it out wide. Gerard from inside defensive 50 towards centre wing. Wallen in the midst of a couple, coming Grundle. He threw the ball out,
Yes,
was
he flicked
okay.
it. Jeez, that's a throw.
Now they get away. Logue under pressure, just got the kick away. Oh, Berg couldn't trap it. Now has to go back and get it. He tries to handball it back towards Budavalis. Kick off the ground by Best. Gain 25 metres. Venables gets across there. He goes with the right foot kick around the corner towards centre wing. Warland, I think it hit his leg and came up his arm, and he took the mark.
Yep.
So
That's how I'd describe it.
so Matty Warland's got it centre wing out of side. Oh, nice little shimmy around Michael Best. Goes inboard, nearly hits the umpire in the head. Cations is there. Handball back to Jones. His handball back to Rusty, quarterback style. Gerard goes wide, and that's crap.
On the full.
That's got touch.
That is crap. That was a crap kick, and it's out of bounds on the full. So Warland's going to have another go at it from centre wing. I think he just barrel it, just torp it. So he goes now. He did. So there you go. And he kicked it out of bounds on the full.
Don't ever listen to Jason Doherty.
Did it actually come back into the field of play then or not?
No. So Gerard's got it. They play kick to kick, these two. Gerard and Warland. So he's got it at half back now. He goes towards centre wing. Off hands at the back. Berg had it. Couldn't take it with him though. Pack develops. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So 25 and a half played. Third term, Inverleigh 11-10-76, Winch 3-5-23.
So on centre wing, umpire about to put the ball in the air, does so now. Jones gets the ball down. Oh, place taken too high there. Definite free kick. Only 70 points behind now. Carlton Grubb, so that's not too bad.
Don't worry me.
Place comes back inside. Cale has the ball now, takes a mark and plays on. Sorry?
You tipped Carl.
Yeah, I did. I tipped all the home sides this week.
Idiot.
Ball picked up there, kicked back in towards the centre forward position, coming across to Blasio, couldn't take the mark, picked up Tav Sawney, tries to put boot to ball, but I think he got as much as Dalton Grundle's leg as he got the football. Out the back, picked up nicely by Drew, got the handball away, that support there, and it ends up in the hands of Grundle, got the handball over the top to Muir. He was tackled, brought to ground, he got it out somehow, umpire says that was okay. And umpire now lets things roll as they got a number of players coming through to the contest, and there's going to be a ball up just inside the centre square.
Get ready, Maisie.
That was strange. That if he had no prior opportunity, if he holds onto it, it's a ball up. But he actually threw it out with one hand and he allowed it that.
So Goins picks it up and goes quickly back towards the goal square, forward in front, out the back, Baxter, and he will see it through for a minor score. So Winchelsea now to 3-6, and Inverleigh on 11 goals 10.
Oh.
The ball came in quickly. Carahar, good
just
interception.
kick the goal in the drought.
And now he'll go back and he will kick the
He
goal.
didn't even put the flags away.
He's got to indicate he's got to do one and now he's got to do another one. So there's good
Now
work.
he's
So
gotta
a quick response there from the umpire. Carahar gets his first, and the fourth goal for the day for Winchelsea. They moved to 4 goals 6. And Inverleigh on 11 goals 10. Third quarter to Grandy Cyclone Sports third quarter scoreboard.
He's still putting the flags in the post. I thought he was going to look up and go, what happened? What happened? Unbelievable.
Imagine that. He just rolled out and the boundary umpire's waiting for the footy to come back to him to run back to the middle.
Unbelievable. Look, is this one of the Sawney boys coming
Tav
off?
Sawney
Tav.
coming
Well, I'll
off.
tell you what, I was going to suggest, and I don't think I will now if he can't come back on, but Ford is absolutely ridiculous. Useless up there with his leg.
Yeah.
Bring him off too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bring him off too. If he's capable of playing, it means he might be able to play like next week. If he keeps running on it, I'd be bringing him off. They're not going to win for me. They're nearly 8 goals down in the wet. They can't win now. Bring him off. Give him a spell.
Yep.
Who have they got next week?
Corio.
Right. Yeah.
Give him a spell next week too.
Back to the middle. Jones gets it down. Gerard. Cale off the wing. Gets around a couple and then gets a handball away to Budavalis. Goes with a kick towards half forward. McClure sits for de Blasio better. Good tackle though. McClure, he dropped it. Ponce.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep, so McClure takes it 55 out. Left foot kick long to the square. Forward behind this time. Baxter. Don't play for the free kick, son. You're not going to get it like that. And the ball runs out.
He has to, Jason.
Because he can't
run.
move.
He can't move. He has to try something.
I know. So Andrew throw in left forward pocket. Blues into attack.
I thought this was great conditions for young Farmer, but he just hasn't done enough, has he?
I think Drew's done a pretty good job on him today.
Yeah, very good.
Contest. Brooks gets it down to the front. Tackle by Cations. Ball spills free. Pack develops around it again, though, and the umpire come in and bounce it. There's a 35 people around it. Come on. Carahar, the last to get up, gives the footy back to the umpire. So we're about 25 metres out from the Winch goal. 29 minutes played in the third term, so there's still about 8 or 9 minutes knowing the scorers here, the timekeepers. Kale, blind turn, got away to Gubbins. Handball back to McClure. Off a step from 60. Towards the pocket. Ford
There we
comes
go.
out. Can't take the mark.
Take him off.
Now, Brooks kicks it out of bounds on the full and into the car park.
You know what I'd be trying in these sorts of conditions?
We don't care.
What?
Nice, nice juicy meat roll, I reckon. If Daniel Gretzky's listening, just bring us out a few.
Well, I've already asked him. He said he would.
He's not listening to you.
I'll tell you, mate, as I said, there'd be a lot of hungry boys up there.
No, he's the number one ticket holder here, Alex.
Exactly.
He's
It's
got
about
to
who you
work
know.
his magic.
He's just said that to get rid of me.
Yes. He's gone, I'm not grubby again.
Yeah.
So, Hawks have got the free kick. Hutchinson's got it short. Baxter takes the mark. Just 20 out from the Winch goal. Comes down the line towards half-back. Grundle. Oh, he reads it the better. Got
And
it.
marks it.
And got handball it away to Best, who got it away to Mick Groz. Goes towards the wing, but Brown will stand under it and take the mark in front of Hybens.
See, he hasn't been as good
No,
today.
hasn't. Chips the ball to Kale. Takes the mark in the
He
middle.
has. He's been
done
pretty good.
okay.
One of their best.
Comes back to Brown. Along the line towards half forward. Terrible kick, really. Grundle used the body. McClure's got 3 around him. De Blasio was 1. Mick Gros left it behind, though. McClure did nicely in the end and got the kick inside 50. Ford to jump at it. Goes up, can't take the mark. Second effort was okay. Needs some support. Brooks kicked it off the ground. Cations, there's the siren for three-quarter time. And it's Inverleigh. 11-10-76. They lead Winchelsea 4-6-30. Goal kickers Dale at three-quarter time.
Yes, for the home side, all individuals were Will Ford, Brooks, Sawney.